Hi, I'm Kindra, owner and director of Assist to Succeed Dental Assisting School. I've created this video today to go over with you, the potential student, the question that every potential student has. How much does the course cost, and what are the financial arrangements? So here we go. First of all, the course is all inclusive. 100% is covered with the total price of $5,995. We have no hidden fees. So once you get in class, we don't spring up on you the first week that, oh, by next week you need to bring in 400 extra dollars for books. Or, oh, tomorrow's CPR, bring in an extra $125 for that. All of those prices, registration fee, all your supplies, materials, absolutely everything is included in that cost of $5,995. There are no surprises, I promise you. So our tuition sometimes seems a little bit more expensive than other schools, but do your due diligence and make sure you're asking the right questions. Make sure you're asking, are the hidden board fees for radiology covered? We cover them, but a lot of schools don't. Ask them, is the radiology course covered? Ours covers it, but a lot of them don't. Is resume assistance covered? I have every student get me the resume, and I personally go in and tear it apart and make it dental ready and get it back to you and return it to you. That's included. Our job as instructors and the director of the program, it's not just to get you through this course. Myself and my instructors truly believe that our job is not done until you get a job. And we currently hold a 98% success rate at getting our students hired. So we're doing something right. So even though sometimes we're more expensive than some of the other programs, you do get what you pay for. And in the end, you want an amazing education that will get you a career. And that's what we do for you. So let's talk about how can you get that covered, the $5,995. Well, some people have it and they'll pay it all up front in full, and that's fine. We can accept cash, check, credit card. There's other individuals that they can only pay a portion of it. They might have half of it. They may be able to pay $3,000 down, and that's fine. What we can do is that remaining $2,995, I will work with you to find out the best way for you to pay that to the school before the program's over. You might say, hey, I can pay $1,000 the first month and $1,000 the second month and the remaining $995 the third month. That's fine. You may need it broken up into biweekly payments. There's so many options. We can do weekly payments. We will work with you to make it affordable. In the real world, we would love to have everybody have this completely paid in full when they graduate. But we also realize that's 3 short months and that sometimes that's not feasible. So we have other options. One of the options we have is an amazing governmental grant that is given out through your local county. The Ohio Means Jobs at your local county level. Now, not all counties offer this grant anymore. A lot of things have changed due to COVID. Funds have been switched around, so a lot of counties no longer offer this grant. So I don't want to get your hopes up. If you are eligible and you apply and get rewarded this grant, it would cover 100% of the tuition. And you pay nothing back because it's a grant. So that's great news. There's some catches though. They look at your household income. So let's say you live at home with your parents. You may make very little money, but if your parents make a decent amount of money, you're not going to qualify. If you live with a fiance or a boyfriend, they're going to take their income into account, even though you're not married. So what they look for is, depending on the county, they want you to make $4,000 to $3,000 a month or less. So if you know you make over that, then you're not going to qualify. Or if your household income is over that, so including your parents or your significant other, those sort of things. Now, just because you qualify given your income does not mean that the government is going to hand you over a $6,000 check to go to school. That just means you qualify to try to get the grant. Now you have to get the grant. So the grant can be tricky in the sense that there's a lot of paperwork. It can be tedious. And that should be expected if the government's going to give you $6,000 for school for free. So they're going to go through a long list of things they have to do. They have to verify that you're an American citizen. So that means social security card and birth certificate. They have to verify your income. So that means getting your pay stubs. They're going to make you write a resume. And I have had students reach out to me before and they're like, oh my gosh, now they want me to write a resume. And my response is, oh my gosh, if they're going to pay you $6,000 to go to school, you write the resume. You have to have one for class anyways, right? And the reason they do that is they want to help you write the resume to be able to help you get a job after school. They make sure they have you go online and look to see that you can find 10 openings for dental assisting in your area. And again, they want to make sure you know how to job search, but before they pay for the course, they want to make sure it's in high demand so that you'll get a job. So there's a lot of, not even necessarily a lot of steps to go through. There's just steps. So it can be tedious, but I guarantee you, I can promise you that I have never had a student complain that received the grant. They've been nothing more but grateful. So if you feel like you would qualify for that grant, please reach out to me and let me know. Make sure you include what county you reside in, and I will get you the step-by-step instructions on where you need to go to begin to try to get that grant. I'll help cut out some of the middle ways that'll slow you down, and I'll get you right in touch with the correct person to move you forward. Now, let's say you don't qualify for the grant, or you push forward with the grant and find out you don't qualify. We also have wonderful financial partners that do loans for our students. Now, these loans, like with any loan, are going to be based off of your credit score, but they're more forgiving of your credit because they want to help get students in school. The other thing that's really cool about them is they will, to have this ready, if you can get them a copy of your high school transcript and your grades are pretty decent, for good grades, they will add points to your credit score to help you get a better, chance at the loan, or to help you get a better interest rate or a lower monthly payment. So we have seen students get monthly payments as low as $150. In all honesty, the payment and the interest rate are going to depend on your credit score. Some students get denied. So it's just a matter of where you are financially. But I'd be more than happy to get you that information as well, the link to be able to go in and apply. Again, like I've said before, the worst thing that can happen is they can tell you, no, you know what, we can't fund you the money. And at least you tried. We'll try to find a new way. Now, some students might find that, okay, they don't qualify for the $5,995, but go back and ask them, maybe can I try to qualify for $2,000 down to reserve my spot? And because it's a lot lower amount, they may grant you that, and then we could do a payment plan with you for the rest. So last but not least would be that payment plan. So with a percentage down for a down payment to reserve your spot. And why we say we have to have a down payment is we use that down payment to order in all of your supplies to get you going. It's pretty expensive up front on our end. Dental supplies are not cheap. And we are constantly, helping you as a student place fillings and mannequins' teeth. And so we have to purchase real dental filling material. And again, it's not cheap. That's why dentistry and dental visits are expensive. The material is very expensive. We have to pay for your radiology course up front, and it's very expensive. We have to get you your scrubs and CPR. So there's a lot of things that we try to get that money up front, and if you can pay that, then we can reserve you a spot, but we have what we need to get all of everything ordered in to get you going. So once you pay that percentage down, then we are more than happy to work with you on a payment plan. And again, like I said a little earlier, your payment plan could be one bigger payment once a month. You might be someone that needs to pay every Saturday when you come in. You may do better on a biweekly payment where it's every other week. So we're willing to work with you. We do understand that as a student, again, and it's 10 quick weeks, that you may not be able to pay the full $5,995 before class is over. And if you're willing to put that bigger chunk of change down up front as a down payment, then we feel like, you know what, this is going to be a pretty good student. We feel like that student will continue to pay once class is over. So we're willing to work with you as long as the payment plan doesn't stretch too long. So that's where I say over and over through other videos, do not be afraid to reach out to us. Throw something out to us as a payment plan and we'll let you know, yes, we can work with it, or no, we can't. When I say a percentage down as a down payment, I can tell you we typically have to have at least $2,000 down. However, but depending on what your weekly or biweekly payment plan would be, I could potentially let that amount down be a little bit less, as long as I know on the back end at the very beginning in class, I'm making that up to get the 2,000. So another thing that we look at is, how many people are in the class that got the grant, so it's being paid up front in full? How many people are paying up front in full? If we get enough in, then that helps to cover a lot of the overhead, and I can be a little bit more lenient on what I let students on the payment plan pay. So once again, the payment plan can be tricky because it's hard to give you an exact number without talking to you and understanding your financial situation. We have had students get the $2,000 down through our wonderful financial partners with the loan, and then they do a payment plan with us for the remaining amount. So there's so many different things we can do. Don't be afraid to ask. Like I said, we go out of our way to try to make this affordable for everyone. We can't lower the price. Everybody has to pay the same exact amount. That's a board rule. It wouldn't be fair to let you go through less than somebody else, but we do everything we can to try to make it affordable for you. So don't be afraid to ask. The worst thing I can say is no. I've been doing this long enough that I can probably think of something you haven't that will work. And you know what? The worst case scenario is you wait the next 3 months and save so that you have the down payment and join our next class. So hopefully that's been helpful to you. Again, my name's Kindra. I'm the director and the owner of the program. We would love to have you. Saturdays only, 10 weeks straight in a row. We have a blast. Our instructors are the best in the field. They're amazing. They're the best. I love them. So if you're interested, reach out to me. My phone number is 740-602-1250. You can text if you'd like. You can call. You may want to put your name in there if you text me. You can also email me at Kindra, Kindra, at assist, ASSIST, the number 4, dentist, DENTIST.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks so much for your time. Bye.